Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's. It's funny. It's been quite some time that I'm thinking about this game and this music, man. It's just not only it's about memories, but it also about just the music itself. I think it's pretty good.
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
I've heard some rumors that they're making a kind of a remake of, or I don't think it's a remaster, some kind of a remake of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Actually very curious. If that's true, if they enlarge the map, they make it better somehow. That that will be amazing. Because this Caribbean area is just amazing, super beautiful.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
It's kind of funny because
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
I thought about, I like the story overall, but like it goes strong since the very beginning, and like the first dialogue that we saw in the video
It's
between
100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
Edward and Caroline. One of the first mistakes that I actually see a lot of men make. Maybe it's true that they're thinking about kind of their families. And it's true that Edward, maybe he was thinking about him and Caroline. It was not only about his dreams, but it was also about them living together and stuff. He said, I want normal food, I want a normal house and stuff. But that's one of the first mistakes that a lot of men commit. And they are ready to go somewhere to make money, but the problem is that relationship doesn't work this way. You cannot just get together with someone, doesn't matter whether you marry or not, but you know, get together with someone
Posh git. Where's he running to?
and then abandon this person, especially girls, because the thing is, boys and girls, we work differently. If for us men it's kinda easier to project in some kind of a long-term life or project or whatever, you see, think about that long-term perspective. I will go somewhere, I will make money, and I will and we will live a very good life. For the vast majority of girls, it's not the way how it works, you see. If you are in a relationship, you should be responsible. You should be you should stick together. You should speak with girls.
Work together on this.
It feels a little bit like there are some dropped frames or something. I'm not sure. It's weird. Like there are some little lags. And so if you're in a relationship, it's way more important to be with your partner and do things together, find solutions to some kind of problems and stuff together, of course. instead of going somewhere, going to some faraway land and making money and stuff. Money is not gonna, it's not I can't even blame
Keep your distance!
I can't even blame women for that, because realistically speaking, if you get in a relationship with someone, you want to spend time with that person, you want to speak, you want to, I don't know, eat together, go somewhere together. But if your partner is never here, he's going somewhere, I don't know, he's in some other country, living 1,000 kilometers away. Of course you're not gonna speak regularly, or as much as maybe you were near him or her. And of course you will feel lonely. You are kinda in a relationship, but you're not really in a relationship.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
So, you know, you're far from your partner. What's even the point of the relationship, you see?
Just fine.
If you want to make money and have some money to have a good life, no problem, just go and do that. But you don't have to promise someone, because when you get in a relationship with someone, you are in some way you're promising to kind of be together, to help each other and stuff. But if your partner lives alone for I don't know how much time, it's not even about someone's cheating on someone. It's even simply, you know, speaking with someone when you come back after work or something, or studies, doesn't matter. And that's what I see, that a lot of men don't understand that, you see. They're kind of thinking about long-term consequences, and it's important to think about it, don't get me wrong. But you cannot only think about long-term consequences or projects. You need to think about short-term as well. If your partner's coming back home alone, then any normal person, any sane person would ask himself or herself, why am I even in a relationship? Where is my partner? Why I don't see him or her? And it's something important, see, to think about. And this is what Edward is basically doing. He's like, oh, Caroline, we need some money and stuff. And that's what a lot of women, they normal women want that. Maybe not there are always exceptions, but the vast majority of normal women would rather prefer someone who is here, who's making some, you know, money on some kind of a normal job, and just is present on a daily basis, you see. Someone with whom they can speak and spend some time, rather than dreaming about some money or something from the future, some house. Because in any case, you can eventually figure out how to buy an apartment or a house or whatever. Because money, you know, you can both work together and somewhere and make money like that. You don't have to go to some other countries or spend all your day at work and just to make a good amount of money. It just doesn't make any sense.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like. By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Ah, you put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
But you see, there's another thing. It's
Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
now I already mentioned that in one of the previous videos. Whenever I played some kind of game, The Witcher 3 maybe or something. Edward is like that. Is it bad? Maybe not. What's bad is that he's in a relationship. But there's nothing bad about having some dreams, wanting to buy a house or make some money or something like that. The big problem lies in Caroline as well. The problem is 50% Edward with his because he's not being responsible, and 50% it's Caroline, because I'm sure, maybe not 100%, but I'm sure that they had opportunities to speak about different things, you see. They were lying together in the bed, so I suppose they met before and they had some conversations about different things. At least I expect. They were not only sleeping together. And Caroline, she saw all those red flags, but she ignored them, you see. And now she's trying to change him. That's not how it works, you see. It's very hard to change people. I already told you, we don't have the power of God to change people. We can't change people, so it's naive to believe that, oh, we will start dating and I'll tell him, well, do not go and do your privateer job. Just work as some carpenter or whatever, I don't know, in bakery. And Edward will be like, oh yes, of course, Caroline, because I love you. No, in the vast majority of cases it doesn't work this way. But well, a lot of girls want to kind of tame the beast, you know. It's to change the guy and make him a very good man. But wow, it's a very it's believing that you can change someone. It's living in the fairy tale land with unicorns, rainbows, and magical creatures.
Get the mainsails into the wind! Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
Ah, there's a tug of the wind at my hair. I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
really opened it up now, haven't we?
So I think like the main idea that I wanted to tell you is
quite
that
animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
Oh, I see. Yes, that is a bustling strait.
the main idea is that guys
But I shouldn't worry about being waylaid by pirates, truth be told. My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who turned his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
guys should be more responsible, and if they have some kind of dreams of making some amount of money to buy a house or a car or whatever, they should do that before getting into a relationship. And girls, they should choose more carefully guys to date, because then they can avoid situations like that, you see. Getting heartbroken or something like that, or breaking up with someone.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
There's some kind of a spirit of freedom, you know. A ship and you are somewhere in the sea, you know, there's, I don't know, I like it. There's something about it.
Fantastic work. Very promising. All right, easy now. There you go. Welcome back. Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right? I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up. That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So, welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started, you're gonna need this. There you go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works? All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good. The data streams are very stable. I don't know, it's kind of
It's so funny when they're kind of switching between French and English.
impressive, right? This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
You'll see that. It's coming, it's coming.
Maybe you saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course. Edited versions of real history. But only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature. Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig.
It's sad that in Liberation is not a full project, kind of. It was initially released as a PSP game or something, or Nintendo game, and then they kind of ported it to PC, and
Hello? Did you get lost?
it's kind of
It'll
sad.
just take a minute, okay?
Well, thank you, Nancy. Bonne journée.
C'est bon, c'était prêt.
Magnifique. Merci. This is for you. The primary tool of our trade. Your communicator. Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
I
You might
feel
have noticed that security seems a little light around here. That's because your communicator is your key to getting around.
New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a pretty interesting, especially back then. When was that? 1700, 1800, or something. It's a very interesting time period. They could have done a lot of things, but well.
See that flashing wireless signal? It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor. You ready? Let's go. Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie. Ça va bien?
Well, thanks. Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Haytham, Connor...
Edward, the pirate.
Ah, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Mélanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor. We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there. This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
Calibrating, right. So here we are, your very own Animus workstation. This is all yours, so sit back, relax, and find us some good footage. If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
Not really into this ISO stuff in real life. It's kind
Welcome
of
to
tricky.
Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
See someone you know?
No. Just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah. Mad to think Spain and England were at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Nothing wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby. In case of a misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this purge. Hola, ladies.
You don't know these women, do you?
No. They charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them?
No, goodness no, I'm a married man.
Married man of their forte, mate.
Aha! Here's a purveyor of personal defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too, and we'll both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Lend us a few reals, then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers. That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, puffer duff. I have led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
You know, I've been thinking for quite some time about the Black Flag, but made like Assassin's Creed Origins or something, or
Everything
Odyssey.
is a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yes, a fine way to put it.
With a big open world and an eagle that we can use. Man, I've been dreaming about it, because Caribbean, this zone, imagine remaking all of that with the big open world with better ships and stuff. I don't believe that Ubisoft's gonna do that, but I'm just, you know, those are dreams and I'm dreaming about it. That would be amazing. That would be mind-blowing. As I said, the spirit of freedom, cities, interacting with different things, or just, you know, discovering it. Use an eagle. That's what I'm doing a lot in Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins. You just use eagle, in Valhalla as well. You just use eagle to get the aerial view, and it looks absolutely amazing.
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight.
Oh, he's brought me blind. Go, what do I do? Oh, I can't breathe. I think my
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you. I'm close at heel, shitbird. You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Just cut him. I feel like there are some random FPS drops. Is it me or natural? It's so weird. This game was released in 2014.
Duncan! By Jove, you're alive!
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just poorly optimized, or is it... Why would it lag?
time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting no Welshman, deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
You bastard! Hey, I warned him. You want a dust up? I'll give you one. Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a gird.
You're not leaving me.
I'll catch you up.
Perro inglés.
It's not exactly what I planned, but I guess it works. It's not. The music here, I really like it. I like games with the good music. It's kind of weird because in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I remember the vast majority of music tracks. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I feel like there are less good tracks. There are good tracks. I like, for example, the Spartan fight. It's pretty good, but I feel like there is more here, or maybe it's just more adapted. I'm not sure. I don't know how to explain it. It feels better in this one, or maybe there is just more good music, as I said.
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
One heaped upon another.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, mate. This is my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the soldiers confiscated my sugar when your dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those chaps might, but my Spanish is muy mal dad, so I'd rather not ask.
Shit! Alright, come on, let's follow them and recover my maps.
And my sugar?
What, in my drawers? We'll see what happens.
You don't mind me tagging along, do you?
Not if you keep quiet and stay out of sight.
sé dónde he dejado mi castidad. Ayúdame, por
Oh,
I believe I'm getting the hang of this.
one of the reasons why I started learning Spanish is because I really liked how it sounded here. It sounds pretty epic, I don't know. All those legendary ships, La Dama Negra stuff, I don't know. Pretty cool.
Buenos dias, senores. You're late.
Yes, sir. See, we are very sorry. Our captain delayed us.
I don't know.
This would be Captain Mendoza?
Yes, sir. He's very excited to meet you. Only he must be present for a hanging, senor.
Hanging? Oh, I love a good hanging.
Yes, sir. Very nice. If we hear the bell, we may go.
Wrong button. Well, it happens.
In Mendoza?
He's very excited to meet you. Only he must be present for a hanging, senor.
Hanging? Oh, I love a good hanging.
Yes, sir. Very nice. If we hear the bell, we may go. If you like.
I'd love to. Especially if Captain Mendoza's pulling the trap. Man owes me money for the slaves I sold him.
Of course, sir. Captain Mendoza is happy to pay you. We have goods to sell, sugars and such.
Excellent.
What I like here is that you can knock down enemies, you don't have to kill them. You can use fists to knock them down. Or you can use your hidden blades to kill them, which is practical. I'm not sure you can do that in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, nor Origins, nor Valhalla.
The bell, senor. The hanging will be started soon.
Let's not dilly-dally.
Yes, sir. We go.
How long will this hanging take, man? I don't mean to hang about all day for the captain.
Quick as anything, sir. Captain Mendoza needs only to hang the man, then he will deliver your payment.
I don't want reales, mind. I want goods, things I can sell, tobacco, rum, sugar.
See. We have one fine trooper. Rich, we took off a fat Englishman last night.
Englishman?
see. Sugar from Barbados. Very fine. We hold it in the Castillo. The man started the fight last night. He ran, left his sugar behind. Very fine.
That's a start. Shall I accompany him to the Castillo?
No, sir. Captain Mendoza will have it sent to you, I believe. You will see.
Good lord. Is that big brute your Captain Mendoza?
No, sir. He is El Tiburón. El Tiburón, Governor
El
Torres.
tiburón.
Esos hombres son terribles, nos quemarían vivos si no pagan.
Preocupa tanto a mis estimados conquistadores. Están presionando a la gente. Cuenta más. Dijeron que quizás no volviera. ¿No es hermoso?
¡Ya va!
Castillo San Salvador de la Punta. I need to stop doing this nonsense. Wow. It's just Spanish names sound funny, I don't know why. In a good way. In a good way, not in a bad way. In a good way. I like them. Imagine learning Spanish and just going to I Lost Two Girls? Wow. Imagine going learning Spanish and just going to Latin America and visiting all those places. Obviously Havana is not the same, but I'm sure there are so many things to see, so many interesting things to see. It's like, I think I'll repeat in every single game with a kind of a, you know, with an open world that is based on some real location. This is basically cheap travel for students. If you don't have money to travel, play video games. You will visit so many different places. Greece, United States, France, Italy, different cities, Chicago, New York and stuff, and just, you know, play Ubisoft's games, play Rockstar games, play a bunch of games like that, and you will travel basically for free, more or less. Of course, it's not the same as traveling in real world, but at the same time, in real world there are some limitations as well. Here you can climb on some, you know, on some building. In the real world you can't do that. And I'm thinking that now that we're living in this kind of in the age of drones, I feel like this experience of visiting some city or, I don't know, place, park, doesn't matter, it's not complete if you don't have a drone. It's been quite some time that I'm thinking about it, and I feel like it's I need to buy a drone. Okay, I'm not traveling right now, but I feel like if one day I go somewhere for a specific reason of seeing something, maybe not a national park or something, but some city or something like that. Maybe if you visit a city, you need especially a big city, you might need a drone to actually film or make photos or something. Because those aerial views that people show, they are just amazing. AI is not the most intelligent one here, but there is something about this. We have the in previous games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Assassin's Creed 3 and stuff, you had this ability to one-shot kill people, you see? You don't have to... It's not like in Assassin's Creed Origins or Odyssey, you're trying hard to kill someone. You're just doing that. Hold me. That. It's funny because I'm thinking about this Camilla Cabello? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Song Havana. Well, Havana, you're in Havana, so it's not surprising. Well, that's it, I guess. It was released in 2014, so I guess we can pardon some miscalculations with this game to game developers.
Sorry about the sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure and distraction, Duncan.
Hey, our bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Ah. Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
I always want to do things silently, normally, but I always end up making a mess. Well, I avoided a bloodbath, but still. You actually have no choice but to run here, otherwise it will be quite long to walk. Because there are no horses here, there's nothing. The overall map is not that big to use horses, so I kinda understand why there are no horses, especially that you are on an island. Why would you use them? Right? Mr. Walpole.
Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
Señor Walpole.
¿Ese es el hombre? ¿Cómo lo llamabas? ¿Asesino?
Sí, Duncan Walpole. Debería haber llegado hace muchos días. No me gusta que los extranjeros se paseen por nuestra ciudad. No me fío de ellos.
Cállate. El gobernador tiene invitados. Todos franceses e ingleses.
Parece un hombre rudo y le suponía un aspecto más respetable.
Lleva meses en alta mar. Sé indulgente con él.
Funny, I understand certain words, but not all. Well, I need to practice more, but... It's normal, the more you practice, the more you understand. That's obvious. Well, for now my only Spanish practice is here, in Assassin's Creed games.
Good morning, sir. Would I be correct in thinking you are Duncan Walpole?
I am indeed.
I thought as much. Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
The same.
I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite.
She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Ah. Julien Ducasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars.
I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan? The old man isn't ready just yet.
You've got my 2 best pairs of matched pistols, Duncan, so handle them with care.
If I had 8, I'd treat each as my own son.
Pull off a few shots if you like, get a feel for it.
I once fought beside a man who carried 9 on his person. They were a boom in battle, but hindered his ability to swim, sadly.
Quite. Good kick, yes?
I long for the day where one firearm carries 4 bullets, and not the opposite.
I have a friend in England you may like to meet, Julian. James Puckle. He's working on something extraordinary.
Magnifique.
All right. Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties. Remember, hit every target within the allotted time.
Wow.
An off day, Duncan. All right. Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties. Remember, hit every target within the allotted time.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades? I've never seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Ah, damaged sadly beyond all repair.
Uh-huh. Have your choice.
Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them. These are souvenirs. Two blades, as is the custom, eh?
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Well,
We must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. It would be a shame to leave here without seeing you in action.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, if there is time, I would gladly, show you what I know.
Here. You see? Situations well suited to your skills.
Have a go. A blade.
Well, it's limited to 60 Hz. Well, too bad.
It's always the simplest. Nothing grandiose, just quick and clean.
Show us another technique.
Quite ingenious to use bales of hay for cover, don't you think? God, that's the spirit. Secrecy. The advantage of surprise cannot be overstated, isn't that so? Especially around a blind corner. God blinds me, that's a clever trick.
Your aerial kills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality. Would you show it? Magnifique.
Magnifique, magnifique.
Is it also possible to deliver a killing blow at high speed? Mon Dieu, such a powerful strike.
Fascinating.
Just wonder. I'm thinking about. It's funny, but I'm just memeing here.
The assassins have trained you well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them behind.
At great risk, I imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same. And what is your business here, sir? Are you an associate of the governor's, or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns, blades, cannons, grenados. Anything that may kill a man, I am happy to provide.
A smuggler of sorts.
And how is your wife these days, Captain Rogers? Is she, here, in Havana?
I trust she's well, but I wouldn't know. I've been in Madagascar some 14 months hunting pirates. It took some work to dislodge the criminals there, but we managed it. In future, I hope to use these same tactics throughout the West Indies.
And how did you deal with that kind?
Very simply. Most pirates are as ignorant as apes. I merely offered them a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless, but free men. Or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Oh. I imagine Nassau would be your next target.
Very astute, Duncan, indeed.
Best of luck with that.
I was memeing about, I was thinking why all French are represented this way. French do not speak like that.
Grandmaster Torres!
That's awful.
Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir, I was.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss.
El tiburón. I was actually looking for a translation. It means a shark. So, it's a shark.
Convened at last, and in such continental company. England, France, Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires. But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislators of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached the quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cool. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought. By the Father of Understanding's light, let our work now begin. Decades ago, the Council entrusted me with the task of locating in these West Indies a forgotten place our precursors once called the Observatory. See here. Look upon these images and commit them to memory. They tell a very old and important story. For 2 decades now, I have endeavored to locate this observatory, a place rumored to contain a tool of incredible utility and power. It houses a kind of armillary sphere, if you like. A device that would grant us the power to locate and monitor every man and woman on Earth, whatever their location. Only imagine what it would mean to have such a power. With this device, there would be no secrets among men, no lies, no trickery. Only justice, pure justice. This is the Observatory's promise, and we must take it for our own.
Do we know its whereabouts?
We will soon. For in our custody is the one man who does, a man named Roberts, once called a sage.
It has been 45 years since anyone has seen a true sage. Can you be sure this one is authentic?
We are confident he is.
The assassins will come for him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink. Let us find the observatory together. For with its power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours. Rest well, Duncan. Tomorrow the treasure fleet arrives, and with it, your reward. After which we will discuss further schemes.
I look forward to it.
Excelente. Meet me down at the docks first thing tomorrow morning.
Governor Torres requests your presence at the docks near the Castillo. First thing tomorrow morning.
There's a very good music here. It's called British Empire, but it doesn't play here. I think it plays on, I'm not sure, Kingston maybe. I'm not sure where exactly. Somewhere it plays somewhere, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's one of the best songs here in Assassin's Creed 4.
Duncan, over here. Good morning, Duncan. Just over here. Edward? Hello, Edward. I found a man to purchase my remaining sugar. Huh? Quite a coup, I must say.
He just called you Edward.
Oh, that's the merchant who sailed me here. Out of caution, I gave him a false name.
Ah, well done.
We'll catch up on it later.
Very punctual, Duncan. This way. Here he is. A man both Templars and Assassins have sought for over a decade. I am told your surname is Roberts. Is this so? You recognize this, I think.
According to old tales, the blood of a sage is required to enter the observatory.
We have the key. Now we need only its location. Perhaps Mr. Roberts will be eager to provide it. Transfer him to my residence.
Such a fuss over one man. Is the observatory really such a grand prize?
Si, sin duda. The observatory was a tool built by the Precursor race. Its worth is without measure.
Precursor race? I see.
One of your early letters mentioned a desire to kill the Mayan mentor, Atabay. Were you able to carry out this contract before coming here?
I was not, no. Too many complications along the way.
A pity. But the maps you delivered with the blood vial will see that job finished.
Aye. That's the idea.
I don't like this route, Torres. We're exposed.
Something is wrong. Stay close, Grandmaster.
I feel it too. Do not let them get their hands on the sage, at whatever cost.
Assassins! Above! They're on the rooftops!
Ooh, he's far. I remember this run Forest run situation.
I'll give you that.
It's impossible to catch him.
Hang back and make this easy on both of us, mate.
I don't know what happened.
Lapdog.
Quiet.
We'll see him to the prisons, Grandmaster.
Double the
Actually
watch.
pressed E to drop, but apparently I jumped
Well,
on
I'll
him
be buggered
and
for
caught
an
him.
active day we've had, gents.
Let's see. Beset on all sides by our enemies, we must be more cautious.
I do wish I could remain to see our drama done, but I must avail myself of these winds and sail for England.
By all means, Captain, speed and fortune to you.
With luck, I'll return myself a governor. And with my idiot king's blessing, no less. Adios.
As for you, Mr. Walpole, I consider this the first payment in a long-term investment. Gracias.
Obliged.
I would like you to be present for the interrogation tomorrow. Call around noon.
Yes, sir.
I actually never completed this this secondary missions. I mean, on a regular basis, completing them all, because they don't really. I already mentioned that. I don't remember. I think I was playing The Witcher 3 or something. Maybe something else. I don't. There are people who really like to collect everything, find every single kind of point of interest, discover every single location. That's not my case. I'm more of a, I'm focused on the main story. I'm really interested following the main character, and sometimes I'm collecting things because they are they influence. There is a direct influence on the gameplay and on your progression. Like in The Witcher 3, for example, there are places of power which give you skill points, so you need to take them. Or here in Assassin's Creed 4, for example, I like one of the costumes that you can get by eliminating Templars. It's the first thing that I do when I unlock it, usually, because it really looks stylish. And it's actually funny because I kind of I have I don't want to say that I have stolen, but I kind of borrowed because actually Edward, in that costume, Edward uses gloves, and I actually liked it so much to the point that I actually started using gloves as well. But more like, of course, it's during winter. It's not, you're not using it during summer, but still, it just looks pretty good. So there are certain things that are interesting and useful for your kind of progression, but there are other things like, I don't know, collecting all these shanties or something. What will that give me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
God sink me for this pittance. 1,000 reals for those maps. That's what? £100 at most. How's a man supposed to become rich in these times with a miser like Torres running the world?
Have you ever worked on a plantation before?
You know what I'm thinking? I'd like to see this observatory the governor's going on about. He said it were like a device that could follow people around and show where they were.
A ludicrous idea. Imagine my wife with such an advantage over me.
Imagine what a thing like that'd be worth. Sell that to the right person and I'd be the richest pirate. Privateer in the West Indies. I'll catch you up on it. There's a sage in that house I must speak to in private.
I kind of understand Edward's motivations to make some money. It was a wild age, wild period back then. It was they call it the golden age of piracy or something. You're free. You're somewhere. Well, they continued calling it West Indies. You see. It's just there is something about this period. You feel like you can go somewhere far away, make a lot of money, and just have a good life and stuff. I don't think that it's because Edward liked to steal or kill or something like that. I think it's more of a, you know, this idea of making some kind of easy money or something to have a good life. So that's... I understand it. I do not approve it, but I can understand his logic. So he's wrong, and eventually he understands that after losing all his friends and even after losing Caroline. But you see, it's a very kind of human-like experience where you make mistakes, sometimes even a lot of mistakes, to realize that you actually made a wrong decision of going somewhere or doing something. But that's how we are, humans, I guess. We make mistakes, and it's not the case for everyone, but that's the case for a lot of people. Maybe unfortunately, but that's how it is.
¡Basta ya!
her. Captain, piss off.
Bien que pauvre paysan. Where is the sage? Did you set him free?
I had nothing to do with that. Much as I wish I did.
Take him to the ports. Send him to Sevilla with the treasure plate.
Oh, wait now! I delivered your treasures, didn't I?
You did, yes. But you robbed us of Duncanwallo.
I'm actually not sure why they... I mean, yeah, okay, there are guards that are killed, but why they suspected him instead of someone else? Not sure.
A despicable display. This tosspot is a ruined man, Caroline. Unfit for life on land, much less at sea. If he goes to the West Indies, it's you who'll suffer.
Father! Father! Come, love. Up with you now.
That old muckworm! He's wrong about me!
I hope it's so.
You believe me, don't you? Can you not see me? Standing out there on the deck of a ship that's sliding into port. And there I am, a man of quality. With 1,000 doubloons spilling from my pockets. Like drops of rain. I can see it.
La cena. Cómetela rápido.
You hungry? Now what's your plan, mate?
Find a weapon and steal a ship.
Que Dios nos ayude. No me gusta la pinta de esa tormenta que se acerca.
Parece que se está desviando al oeste, hacia el Golfo. Quizá estemos a salvo.
He's running super fast. That's funny. I like this little throwing knives, but you can only have one, which is kind of a problem. I'm not sure why they did it this way. It's because of the blowing pipe, I think. They thought that you don't really need it, but they are very practical.
We're stealing a brig. Hey, take what you need.
Won't be a minute.
There's many prisoners held on these ships. Set them free, and they'll sail with us, no question.
So that's the idea then. Free what men we can, then find a fast ship and leave.
Aye, there's a brig in this fleet. I'll make my way to it.
Ahí, ahí.
He's just stuck. Well.
There's a catch to this favor. You're sailing with me.
I'd follow you to hell for this, mate.
Come on, lads. If we're to drown today, it won't be here.
Lads. Very British thing to say. That wasn't too bright. Oh, man. I wanted to jump, to run away, but it didn't work. Exactly how I expected. But well, it happens.
Preparaos para partir, casi tenemos encima la tormenta. ¿Y qué pasa con los prisioneros? Que se ahoguen, mejor ellos que nosotros.
There's a brig nearby just waiting for us to take her.
locura! Cálmate, no pasará nada. En unos minutos. Fácilmente.
¡Vete despidiendo!
¡Deja de retorcerte, pirata!
The only way to kill two people at the same time is to use hidden blades. Well.
We're going topside. Be ready.
¡Venga, pues!
Lay aboard, lads!
Save your singing for Davy Jones and Jagabats. It's a hard wind coming.
The man speaks true. You lot weigh anchor. As for the rest, half on the foremast and half at the main. Let's outrun this hurricane. Watch on those galleons. See they don't give us trouble.
They won't. Far too slow for this weather.
Mark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home.
Here it comes! Steady now, swords!
Look out, man!
I see it. Here it comes! Steady, lads!
That clown got us square! Water spout! Steer clear of that thing! Water spout, man! Stay wide!
It's not looking good.
Steady as she goes, man! Give me some speed! Loose all, let's move! Loose topsails, gallants and rolls!
Oh man, things are kinda grim. Okay, I survived. Apparently. That was close.
Massive swell rolling in starboard!
far now, Captain?
Nice. Jesus.
By God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune. I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
Ever been to Nassau, Adewale?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads! We're taking this one home! I've made my choice, Addy. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men wouldn't accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. I think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match, still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife. Fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shout. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your Jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
We're pulling all together!
Brace yourselves!
Brace for impact!
Ease off the wind!
Bring it all, Phil! Gavin tight!
Loose and catch the wind! London town!
Muzzle that duck, my trunk!
¡Quieto ahí! ¡Esto ya! ¡Presionad, muchachos! ¡Juntos podremos con él!
This guy's just AFK.
Vuelve aquí, sabandija.
What? It happens. I remember I tried to loot and kill legendary ships like that. It didn't work quite well. But that was a nice try.
That'll do. And how?
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
Ahoy.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in it.
Yeah. Taken from the holds, just as you said.
Little more than a blowpipe. But it'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same.
Mains out, let's go! More sail! All sail!
Destination Nassau. Can I pass here?
Thou wast old ship that ever did sail,
Nassau, Bahamas.
Go on, Captain Queernabs. Tell me I'm under arrest. Tell me!
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo! Back to your master!
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore.
I think I'll just synchronize a couple of times, and I will I'll end this first part here. Ooh.
Time to get back to Mumsy.
I didn't know you can do that. I just... wow. No music for us.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all.
I can wait. Who's this?
Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a poxy bird.
Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a pistol, do you?
Peace, Ben. Ade saved my life. And now we're looking to find a crew to fill out the rest of my ship.
Well, there's scores of capable men about. Use caution. A shipload of the King's sailors showed up before nightback, causing trouble and knocking about like they own the place.
Right. I'll see who I can muster.
Jackdaw's crew. Okay. well, I guess that's it. I think I'll end the first part here, and I'll continue in the next part, gathering the true, more like replenishing it. As you can see in the top left corner, we didn't have anyone, even though I saved a couple of people, which is weird. Well, that's it for now, and I'll continue very soon in the part 2.